we're going to go ahead and talk about that pound sign or this hashtag symbol, okay? This is used to write out comments in shell scripts, guys. So, as the first non-white space character on a line flags the line as a comment, and the rest of the line is completely ignored. So, it's saying when the interpreter sees this as the first non-white space character on a line, this flags it to read the line as a comment, and the rest of the line is completely ignored. So you're going to want to use comments liberally in your scripts, guys, as in all other forms of programming. Okay, because this is how we kind of tell people what's going on in our script, as well as kind of separating it and saying what's going on in the script, okay? So I'll show you that real quick on our virtual box here. Clear my screen. We're going to do an ls. We're just going to cat for, actually we're gonna vim this for underscore example script I have here. Okay, so see, we got some stuff going on here. If I do insert and I type a hashtag or pound sign, and I say, I can even do echo this line is a comment. And you'll notice when I run the script, it's not going to echo that. Why is that? Well, that's because it's a comment, right? So as the interpreter is going through this, it reads it character by character, line by line. So it goes through this first line. It sees this pound symbol, and it's going to ignore this line. Okay, it's going to know that this is the hash string. It's going to go to the second line. It's going to see another comment, or pound sign. It's going to say, okay, this is a comment. I'm going to go ahead and ignore everything on this line. Then it's going to go to this next line. It's going to say, okay, well, I do see something here. I'm going to go ahead and run all this. Then I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to do this, 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 and then the script's going to finish, okay? So when it sees this pound symbol, it ignores what's on that line. That's very useful, as I said. As you saw, we can put comments anywhere we want in our script and not have to worry about it being interpreted. We can also use the semicolon as a separator between words on a line, and it is interpreted as a new line. It allows you to put multiple commands on a single line. There's going to be a few occasions when you have to do this, but often it is used in the layout command. So let's check that out too. So I can even do this on the command line. I can say do an ls. Or actually, I can do this. Let's do ls semicolon and then echo hi, and we can say let's do a df-h command. So what this is going to do is it's going to do ls first, and it's going to execute that, then it's going to echo hi, it's going to execute that, then it's going to do df-h. Okay, and we see that here. So we did an ls. That's our ls. It echoed hi, and then it did a df-h, which is all this, okay? So guys, this is no different. What I just did is no different than me doing ls, enter. Okay, I'm going to clear my screen, actually. So it's no different than me doing ls, enter, echo, hi, enter, and then df-h, okay? So those commands aren't running into each other, and they aren't being fed into each other. It's running each one separately, and then moving on to the next one, except you can write it all on one line, as opposed to having to do one, hit enter, do the next one, hit enter, do the third, hit enter, okay? We can do the same thing in our scripts. We can put that semicolon in our scripts so that we don't have to write multiple lines. We can write it all in one line. So let's talk about special characters here. Most characters, such as splat, or single quotes, exclamation point, are not interpreted, for example, so they're not taken literally, by means of placing them inside double quotes. When we place special characters inside double quotes, typically they're not going to be interpreted as the special character. They're taken as is and passed on the command line being called. So an example of using the asterisk could go like this. So if I were to do echo star, it's going to go ahead and echo everything, right? Which we see here. If I do echo star.txt, it's going to echo everything that ends in .txt. However, if I do echo quotation mark star quotation mark, it would just echo the letter star. Same with echo quotation mark txt quotation mark, we just echo txt, right? And I can show you that here on our VirtualBox. So I do ls, I say I got a couple files that end in .sh, okay? So if I do echo star inside quotation marks, I just get star back, right? If I do echo no quotation marks with star, okay, it's going to list everything that I have in this directory, right? Same as if I do echo star and then I say, hey, show everything that ends in .sh. So we have those two, okay? But if I do echo and I put it inside quotation marks, star.sh, I get back the literal string star.sh, okay? So it's important to know, guys, if you want something to be interpreted, you cannot place it inside of quotation marks. If you don't want it to be interpreted, then you need to encapsulate it in some quotation marks so that it's taken as a literal string, okay? Anything placed inside of these quotation marks is taken as a literal string, meaning this is a string of words. Okay, that's very important to know.